Every business dreams of growing. But here's a question. What really happens when you decide to scale up? If you double your size, do you actually double your results? Do you get more? Or could you actually end up with less? Today, we're going to break down a core economic idea called returns to scale, and we'll use a simple t-shirt factory and a neat little math trick to figure it all out. So picture this. You run a factory. You make a big move and you double everything. Every worker, every single machine. It seems like a no-brainer that your output should double too, right? But what if it didn't? What if it more than doubled? Or what if somehow you scaled up and got less than you expected? That's the exact puzzle we're going to solve.
Now, to make this whole thing feel less like a textbook and more like, well, real life, let's ground it in a story. Let's meet a guy named Ravi. He runs a small, pretty successful t-shirt factory, and he's got big plans to take his business to the next level.
Right now, his setup is pretty straightforward. He's got 10 workers and 5 machines, and together, they're cranking out 100 t-shirts a day. So that's our baseline. So Ravi's feeling ambitious. He makes a big decision. He's gonna double everything. He hires more people, so he's got 20 workers now. He buys more equipment, so he has 10 machines. Every input has been scaled up by exactly 2 times. And boom, just like that, we are right back to our big question. Now that Ravi has doubled his labor and his capital, what happens to the number of t-shirts coming off the line? Does he get 200? Is it that simple? Or could something else be going on? This is exactly where economics gives us a framework to think through the options. Okay, so the fancy economic term for what we're talking about is returns to scale. And the definition is really important here. It measures how output changes when a company changes all of its inputs, things like workers and machines, by the exact same proportion. The key words there are all and proportionally. We're not just adding one more worker, we're scaling up the whole shebang. So when Ravi doubles everything, he isn't guaranteed just one result. Actually, there are 3 totally different things that could happen to his production. Let's break down each one. All right, case number 1. This is the one every business owner dreams of: increasing returns to scale. In this scenario, Ravi doubles his inputs, but his output more than doubles. So instead of getting 200 t-shirts, he's suddenly making, say, 250. He's getting more out than he's putting in, proportionally speaking. You're probably asking, how is that even possible? Well, think about it. With a larger team, workers can specialize. One person can get really good at just cutting fabric, while another just sews sleeves. That creates massive gains in efficiency. Plus, a bigger factory can often invest in better, faster technology that just wasn't worth it when they were small. Okay, on to possibility number 2, constant returns to scale. Now, this is the one that probably feels the most logical and intuitive. Ravi doubles his workers and machines, and his t-shirt output doubles. Exactly. He goes from 100 to 200. It's a perfect one-to-one relationship. And finally, we get to case number 3. And this is the one that can be a real headache for a growing business: decreasing returns to scale. Here, Ravi doubles all his inputs, but his output goes up by less than double. Maybe his factory is only making 150 t-shirts now. He's investing more, but getting proportionally less back. So why would this happen? Well, as a company gets bigger, things can get messy. Managing 20 people is a whole different ballgame than managing 10. You can get communication breakdowns, coordination problems, bottlenecks in the workflow. Essentially, the business might just be getting too big, too fast for its current structure to handle. So we have these 3 possibilities. But wouldn't it be great if you could predict which one your business is headed for before you spend all that money doubling everything? Well, guess what? Economists have an amazing little shortcut for that, and it's called the Cobb-Douglas production function. I know what you're thinking, letters, weird symbols, but don't worry, this is way simpler than it looks. Q is just our output, the t-shirts. L stands for labor, and K stands for capital, which is just a fancy word for the machines. But the real magic, the secret keys to this whole thing, are those 2 little exponents, alpha and beta. And here is the absolute best part. The entire secret to figuring out if a business has increasing, constant, or decreasing returns to scale, it all comes down to one incredibly simple step: just adding alpha and beta together. That's it. That's the whole trick. And the rules themselves are super straightforward. If alpha plus beta adds up to more than 1, you've got increasing returns. If it equals exactly 1, you've got constant returns. And if it's less than 1, you're looking at decreasing returns. It's a powerful little cheat code. All right, enough theory. Let's put this shortcut to the test with a few quick examples, and you'll see just how easy it is.
Okay, let's look at 3 different production equations. In the first one, we just add 0.7 and 0.6. That gives us 1.3, which is greater than 1. So boom, increasing returns. For the second one, 0.5 plus 0.5 is exactly 1.0. That's constant returns. And for the last one, 0.3 plus 0.4 equals 0.7, which is less than 1, so that's decreasing returns. See, it's that fast.
Seriously, that's the whole takeaway. When you see one of these production functions, you can pretty much ignore everything else. Just find those exponents, add them up, and you've got your answer in seconds. Okay, you've seen the story of Ravi's factory. You've learned the mathematician's shortcut. I think you've got this. Let's do a quick final check with a few questions to lock it all in. Ready? Question 1. If those 2 exponents, alpha and beta, add up to exactly 1, what does that tell us? That's right. It signifies constant returns to scale. Okay, next question. A company doubles all of its inputs, its workers, its machines, everything, and its output more than doubles. What do we call that? Yep, that's increasing returns to scale. And for our last one, in that formula we looked at, Q equals A, L to the alpha, K to the beta, what does that exponent alpha actually represent? Well, it tells you how much output changes when you change only labor. In other words, it represents the importance or contribution of the workers to the final output. And just like that, you've got a solid handle on a really fundamental concept in economics. But I want to leave you with one final thought. Understanding production is really only half the story. The decision to scale up isn't just about how many t-shirts you can make. It's about what it will cost to make them. And as you can probably guess, production and cost are 2 sides of the very same coin. But how they're linked? Well, that's a story for another time.